Howdy, howdy, boys and girls, and welcome back to some more AI the Somnium files. Now, I'm not really looking forward for this episode much because I feel like it's going to be a lot of exposition that we've already went through. So, I'm gonna just jump into this. How many people have you killed? You can't count.
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
Good question. Anyway, what's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't know. I forgot.
Where are you from?
Djibouti.
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
Oh, you know about that.
Of course
It's
I do.
true.
That's
I
actually
called
the only new
Sejima's
thing.
secretary. I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah.
So he lied.
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody.
Did you tell him to call Shoko?
I can't tell you anymore.
All right.
Why is this guy so quiet?
Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Doesn't even seem to
2
like
days
these
ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
No.
Yes, I promise.
You're lying. You don't want to release me.
Of course not. Thinks you're a murderer. Well, he knows
That's
you're a
fine.
murderer. You are a murderer.
I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Why is he so violent this time? Did you hear that thud? Did he take my eyeball?
You'll
Oh, he
make
took
a
his gun.
good hostage for
I was
me.
about to say, I wonder why you weren't doing anything.
Take me to the exit. Now.
What the hell? Again, like I said, I was not looking forward to this because I thought he was going to be, I'm Falco and I killed people and I fell in love with a woman. Why are you here?
Darn.
Are you kidding me?
Peter? Yeah, really.
A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police.
Yeah.
I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
Now we have two mysteries to solve. Where's my gun?
Number 89 still has it.
God
But
damn
don't
it.
worry, I have a spare. I'll give it to you later.
You have such a... That gun's so cool. How do you just have a spare? You don't just carry it with you.
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He
He's
put
an
on the
officer.
uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator and made it to the ground floor. He
Great.
even stole my security card. He said he'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now.
Peter looks so much more badass than he is. Where is he? Do we know? Cameras? Footage?
How would
evidence?
I know? After
You're
he
the
got to the
tech
exit,
geek.
he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Peter, you're useless. Yeah, honestly, Date, you should have seen this coming, so apologize.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing.
No.
Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now. You really messed up this time.
Yeah, that's why he apologized. Can I go? Can I leave? You're summarizing now?
Dante, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound.
Very true.
I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
Okay, so maybe So didn't call
So he had an
Shoko.
accomplice.
Yes,
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
So...
Renju.
What? I thought it was gonna be So. Why Renju? I told Boston Peter what Iva revealed to me.
Renju?
They did mention that 89 Falco did know Renju along with Shoko.
Why?
But I didn't know they were close.
Date, Moma is
Just
home.
like I didn't know Shoko and him were
The
close.
Kumakuras?
I just knew they talked.
I'll connect him.
Hey, Dante.
Yo.
I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What?
Yep.
Where?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Deal? What deal?
You forgot already?
I know what you want.
I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To Moma?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Momo would do anything weird. So if you just bring in Tessa being like, "Oh, this is one of your fans," you can even tell her that you're doing it for evidence sake.
Oh my gosh! Late. You're late.
He has a job.
I'm going home.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of
Are you
course
actually?
not.
Or you just making fun of
You're
me?
drunk.
I'm kid. Kidding! I can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
He just said he didn't
We are
want to do
not
that.
shovel forging.
I was talking about the dates, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
Apparently.
So where are we going?
You want to go see a mob leader? To where the dragon is. My gangster boy.
No point lying to you. I need you to come with me to an office. I'll have to inspect it.
Oh, excuse me. That literally came out of nowhere. Jesus.
What? An insect show?
What?
I didn't know you were into that.
That's not what he said.
Well, okay, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Let's go to the insect show.
Not what he said. Iris. God. She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I just realized that line. Okay, I took Iris to the Kumakuras. Alright, Date is very mean to Iris this route, but for some reason Iris is extra attached.
So, where are the Aziptula praticolas?
Tessa!
Hello.
Oh, is this guy the Aziptula praticola?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect trainer? Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting. Start the insect show now!
What are you doing?
Wait a minute. This is a gangster den.
You just now realized?
Took you long enough.
Dante, you tricked me.
I wasn't trying to trick you. You just misunderstood me.
But I wanted to see the bugs. I really did.
Didn't sound like it.
Oh, so she likes insects as well.
What do you mean as well? Does Iva like insects? I don't remember her
Mama,
file.
I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did. You want to hear about Renju?
Don't say it in front of the blabbermouth over
Mr.
here.
Okira?
Just go wait outside. Well, let's properly introduce Momo.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24.
He's literally my age. Thanks, Date.
Moma is lying. He is at least 40.
Okay,
Absolutely.
about to say.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
If she picks up quick.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Probably. Continue introductions.
Moma may not look it, but he's a huge ASET fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
You absolutely are.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, ASET.
Worries.
Forget
God,
Fred
she's so
ASET.
happy.
Now what does she say?
ASET, you bet.
Wow, my catchphrase. Thank you.
This is kind of embarrassing.
But
Good.
sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
Oh.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful.
This is so worth
All
it.
those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
About Reggie.
What happened to Mr. Okira? I heard he escaped the hospital.
Yeah.
So did I, but I don't know anything more than that.
Please tell me.
You said he was noticed. 3 things stuck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to the place where Shoka's body was found by the message sent from Renju's phone. Found Iris' body in Okira Fishery cold storage warehouse, which wasn't much of a connection apparently. Later today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence.
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oh, well...
Date saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah, of course I am.
Oh, it's just her wonderful character
Yeah,
convinced him of
right.
whatever.
Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
No, he doesn't.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining it.
It's very
But
embarrassing.
why would Mr. Okira do that?
I don't know. He could be a hostage or an accomplice.
I love how Momo's slowly becoming Ota with her around.
Either way, I need to find him.
Like he's so much less confident than he was just last time I saw him.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
About as contradictory as meatless beef.
Meet this beef.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Momo.
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
No, we went straight
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Cut?
Their throats.
there. God damn it, Dante.
No, not like that.
I know Iris is even just messing with him, but like, come on, Momo. Chairman's chair. Expensive looking ring.
What
Is
do
it
you
your
care?
brother's?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it.
You're taking it.
Wait, no. I can't give you this.
Okay, why not? What's
You're
up?
so cheap.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It kind of is, yeah.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
Aw. Iva. She didn't want to hear that. Do you have a visitor this time? This is a new angle I'm seeing from the room front. I should have looked around. Make sure nothing in the ashtray. No Moma. Where are your goons? Thing 1 and
They're
Thing
out.
2 aren't here.
Looking for Renju. Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
Very good. Okay, so about Renji,
You said on
finally.
the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
You have Tessa right there. Answer the goddamn question.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Date, come here.
Oh no. So, Momo took me to the corner of the room.
Date, I don't quite know how to ask this, but
Oh god.
can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand, please?
I thought it was gonna be something terrible.
Oh, that's it? Sure. Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He, wants to see your boobs.
Date!
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that.
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake. Sure.
What?
Never show my boobs.
Don't! Date! I know you like messing with people. That's just weird. Like, I don't know, maybe in my head, like, Iris is just permanently younger. But, like, Iris took Momo's hand gently and shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
All right, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places.
Oh.
First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid
Of
cafe.
course.
Second, Ikume Shrine.
It has a lot of connections, so I guess it makes
Sunfish
sense.
Pocket and the Kume Shrine.
Got it. Thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
Oh, now I'm your bro, huh? Can you, like, follow me around more often? This is, like, the first person who's actually answered.
Anyway, Moma, take care of Iris for me.
Date?
What? Wait!
Date?
You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
Date, no! Date, please don't do this.
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention
wrong
he
with
runs
his
a crime
face?
syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Tessa, I would never do that. I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time. We follow government regulations.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
He said he wasn't gonna do that.
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date.
Momo?
Dante, is this true? You son of a bitch.
That's you,
I'm gonna ignore that.
yeah.
Good idea.
Dante, you're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right? Take me with you. If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
What happened last night?
Her late night
Oh,
visitor.
the visitor, yeah. I was about to say, didn't nothing happen last night because I had my weird dream?
Fine.
Yay!
Dante, don't ignore me.
You saw that, right?
A clean gang.
Oh, put the gun away.
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, just a toy.
Put it in your mouth, then.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have 2 places to check. Sunfish Pocket and Kume Shrine.
I feel like the
I
shrine
want to go
might
to the
actually
warehouse
be it.
too, where you found my dead body.
Why does everyone want to go back to the warehouse? There's almost nothing there. If my officer friend isn't there, I'm immediately shooting whatever officer's there in his place.
No, I'm just curious.
I doubt
Oh,
there's gonna be an
and one more
officer there
thing.
because they don't really think I'm.
Can we eat somewhere?
Food sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Moma, you have been made fun of so much in this conversation. Please, for the love of God. Yes, he is. All right, this has been a blast, but I'm the diner. What do we need at Matsushita Diner? I want to go to the shrine last. Monday, Matsushita Diner.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa?
Oh, just for
Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
flew into the kitchen. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation.
Taking
Lying
a
on the
nap.
ground.
You were taking a nap.
He means sleeping.
Date,
I need a
why
nap.
are you with
We're gonna
Tessa?
ignore that. We got a date.
We are
Don't break the boy's heart. I
Not
didn't mean
Shovel
it.
Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date.
Delayed reaction much?
Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
It doesn't sound much better,
I have
Date.
some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Dude, you've done so many terrible things assaulting this officer. I would never trust you. You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date.
Damn, that's a little more generous than I thought she'd be. Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Best to ask over here. Iris's resurrection.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
There. Lower it down a little
Hold it!
bit. Oh, you're still listening?
What do you mean coming back to life?
Long story.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
God damn it, Iris. You good, Ota? Alright, what's your usual?
Omelet rice.
Fair
Ota's
enough.
omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Ota,
Is that a compliment?
what are you doing?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
You weirdo? Obviously she's been here
Yeah, I
before.
have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but
She
I
doesn't
don't
like
think
you.
she likes me.
She doesn't.
That's not true.
She thinks you're a
Mom
witch.
is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
Not very reassuring.
Liar.
Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Alright, so about your parallel
Hey.
world thing.
Can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well,
I don't know.
oh, I know.
Oh.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What is with her and these terrible
What
deals?
if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm.
Date.
Anything.
Don't you make the gropey hands. Date's bad enough.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
That face every time.
Okay, let's go.
He's like, wait, you agree?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Scissors?
Shoot.
Uh,
Yay, I won.
Oh, no. You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make
I'm
any
missing
sense.
2 fingers.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
You're really not taking this well.
So I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I don't want money. Instead,
Yeah.
She has enough
can
money.
you pet my head?
Why are you so clingy? This entire route, this has been weird.
And say Iris is a cutie?
What is...
The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
I wouldn't be able to remember all that in person.
Fine. Iris is a cutie.
No. Put your heart into it.
Iris is a cutie, the cutest person in the whole wide world.
Ota is
a cutie
hating
angel.
this.
We just played rock,
You're
paper,
going to
scissors, right?
poison my-
I won and you pet me. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I obeyed your orders and did something really scandalous.
Rewind time, do it now!
I do not have that functionality.
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist.
Totally.
Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
Not the second
Or
one.
the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds like a fun night.
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two
Why
sisters.
does that last one sound familiar? Heard people talking about it. Well, I guess we'll figure out what all these are.
Dante, look at this picture.
Okay.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture.
Okay.
You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
Well, okay, that's not exactly at all related to what we're talking about. I know this question now that it's been explained like that, because everyone likes to call this one Booba and this one Kiki, because Kiki has a very sharp sound to it, which is the association between sounds and shapes, being, of course, to explain it,
Believe it
just
or not,
see if she does.
98% of people asked have the same answer.
Yeah.
The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way, and Kiki is the other.
Yeah.
It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Basically, yeah. And it probably has something to do with the physical motor aspect of saying them, along with the very sharp differences, or very rounded for Boba or Booba or whatever the hell you want to say. Because it's very much like it's been studied enough to the point where we basically have the answer, but it's not like a guarantee. Like a lot of psychological things, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that, are just based around speculation and what the scientists themselves believe happens. And that's why psychology is so hard to nail down compared to other sciences, and why some people will even argue that it's not a full science, because you can't prove any of it. The only thing you can prove is the direct biological synapses in the brain. That's all you can prove. So you can prove that someone is using that part of that brain, but we don't understand essentially the silver light of the gray matter is what I was heard it described as once. And inside our synapses, there's actually a light transmission almost constantly going against any part of our brains that are constantly being used and aka alive. And they don't fully understand what this light is coming from. Like, is it just the biological snap between the synapses, or is it like actually where essentially the human soul resides? And I just went off a whole tangent, but like I take a subject that interests me and I research it way too much and I get over into it. I don't have any one subject I'm like really good at. I just have a bunch of random different branches that I've went way too far into. I've went into genetics, psychology, engineering, hydrodynamics, stuff like that. I have random in-depth knowledge. I don't know why. But yeah, no, that's not the same thing. That, like, obviously there's something ingrained there, but we're talking about changing timelines. That's not an innate human experience. No one's done that
Like
before.
worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way.
Based off of real-life evidence and actual facts that happen, more or less, is
It's
what they
what
believe,
you called
which
the
is why
collective
debated
unconscious.
science.
There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals.
Currently is a theory, again, not guaranteed science.
That's what Jung said about it.
Who?
Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level.
Well, it's a guarantee that they're connected at a subconscious level, because our subconscious is very determined on our social aspects, but it's even deeper than that.
That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
So did we Invasion of the Body Snatchers the Date of this world, essentially? Does that mean the other one was forced back to our world? What are the 100 million balls?
This world is full
also
of really
something kind of
interesting
different.
stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here.
Mhm.
If things were even
The God
slightly
theory.
different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
See, I've never actually fully agreed with that concept. Because there's, everyone talks about how essentially everything is infinite. It's kind of like the way people want to talk about, like, possibilities and timelines. Not everything is infinite. There is definitely a set amount of, probably more like a quadratic increase in choices and outcomes, but it is never infinite. It can never truly be infinite, but it is always constantly and accelerating towards infinity. That's the thing about space. Space is considered to be the only infinite, but that gets back to the whole, it's not a full science because that is the theory. whereas our specific universe is constantly expanding. We know it can't be infinite. So it's like space is like that gray area where we're not sure, but we know for a fact that our universe is limited. And then it's more of a matter of, okay, do we figure out a way to find other universes? Are they like this, where they're in completely different timelines? Or are they physical matter that's just not where we are? Like, if that's the case, then yeah, it is actually very likely that human life has happened multiple times over. And of course, because there's only a certain amount of set choices that can be made among the determined universe, it's almost a guarantee, if again there are nearly infinite universes, that there are universes that are, if not complete mirror copies of ours, they could be one choice off. And then of course you get into butterfly effects and how that changed them compared to us, and which would be kind of preferably my favorite solution, because it means eventually, maybe one day, if we ever found our way to like essentially harvest energy from space, we might be able to actually travel that far. It's always a thought. But yeah, again, I've gone through these theories so much in my psychology classes, in my biology classes, and just like astrology classes. Like I've gone through this stuff so much. I've just never heard them referred to as this. The 100 million balls.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly!
Mm-hmm.
The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
But we wouldn't be able to fully grasp the concept of another universe because of how different it is. That doesn't mean it has to be almost like a supernatural entity, though. Like, it could literally just be like the math equation you decided. Like, oh yeah, there's 100 million places that had these exact same outcomes as where we are right now, and then your next decision is where half of them branch, you know? Yeah.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
She just likes to read. I like to read. That's why I do all this stuff.
Mandela?
Yes.
Well,
this is
yeah.
the one I actually knew.
The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
I didn't fully know about that part.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings, or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car, but in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
No, because I remember the, shit, I forgot her name, but she had to specifically climb over the seats, which is why I remember how many seats were in the car.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all
Pikachu.
yellow.
Oh.
And the design
Took a
didn't
second.
change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and
No,
little things.
that's just mostly our brain liking to fill in gaps into what we believe should be a cohesive.
The Mandela effect is
thought.
everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Not quite. Because if it was that easy to access those memories, we would have absolutely figured it out by now. What about you, Ocha? What do you gotta say? Spatial temporal man.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before.
Isekai.
And most of them describe seeing the same person.
Oh, no,
The
never mind.
spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He
What the
tells
heck?
them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
I mean, yeah, that just sounds fun. The Two Sisters. Why did that one sound familiar?
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room.
Okay.
And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah.
Okay.
What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Okay, that's very weird, but alright. The lost friend.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here.
How?
The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
Okay. I've never heard that story before.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird, and there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Yeah.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
Eyes in general, as long as the nerve is still connected, because the nerves are impossible
As long
to do
as none of
anything
the
with.
nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but
But also conversely, it's very easy to remove an eyeball. Which is why this entire horror murder scene is even, like, slightly viable. Anything else for...
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contact, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
What about others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a
I just like
coffee
listening
cup,
to the stories at this
rice
point.
bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
So we can actually like make this parallel world thing a
When
thing.
did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Hey.
Done.
To be fair, I don't think it takes that long to make it, does it? I should grab a spoon with a huge smile on her
appetit.
face. She tried to pick up a spoonful. Huh?
Tessa,
This
are
finally
you
got
okay?
to her?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Is she actually dying or something?
Ah, thanks for the food. That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me
dad.
well.
Your dad was good too. No, he said it was on him, but we
Let's
still
get
paid.
going,
That
Iris.
was nice.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Well, that was adorable. Obviously, it got me talking, so I enjoyed that very much. But no, I always do that kind of stuff. I get like way too into genetics, so I actually like dive down the rabbit hole of unnecessary theories, because at my level of intelligence, those theories are absolutely unnecessary. I'm not going to be able to discover those. That's just... I can comprehend them, so I don't know. It never makes... The next jump they make from these theories don't always make sense to me. So I don't feel like I'd ever be able to be one of the people to make said jumps. Whereas I can't say the same for the past geniuses, because you've got people like Newton and Tesla and all that stuff where it's like, looking back, no, those jumps made sense. But like some of these theories nowadays with the infinite universes and like with Tyson, how he's talking about all this stuff, some of these just don't make sense. They don't actually sit and flow with the actual science of the world. But because they made those jumps and they don't directly contradict what laws are available in our world, it's like you can't really deny them, and they seem to have some kind of semblance of a chance of happening. But anyway, enough nerd talk. Thank you all so much for watching. It feels like it's like 10 o'clock at night for me. I literally got like 30 minutes of sleep last night, got off work at noon. It's 3:30. I feel like I'm going to bed after this. I'm probably gonna take a nap. But no, I still have a lot to do today. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget that like button. It does wonders for the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or any cool things you want to talk about, please put it in the comment section down below. You know I would love to talk your ear off. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can see more videos like this when they come out. Thank you again so much for watching. See y'all in the next video I make, alright? Peace.